Greetings, Azeroth. 2024 is underway, and it's a big year for World of Warcraft as the game reaches a milestone 20-year anniversary. To think that 20 years ago, Facebook launched, MySpace was cool, and many of us were playing on a Nintendo DS and a PlayStation Portable. Friends aired its final episode, and Lost delivered its first. And that same year, friends, family, and coworkers started playing a game called World of Warcraft. It fills my heart that Azeroth has become home to so many different types of people and players around the globe who have shared memorable moments these past 2 decades. Hugs. As Morpheus cried in Matrix Reloaded 2003, but anyway, we're still here. I'm glad I chose this rabbit hole and have never regretted how deep it goes. WoW is my wonderland. All day, every day. And look, it's a roadmap. Anything new here? No, at a glance. And classic stuff. Nothing new at a glance. Okay, thinking about the year ahead and our roadmaps we remain committed to, we want to share with you the 3 things we're focused on as a development team. 1, to continue to evolve the living world for all players. Build on our learnings from 2023 to deliver content regularly for Dragonflight and Classic. Update and modernize your experience and quality of life in all flavors of WoW. Listen to your feedback and keep improving. Number 2 is to deliver the first installment of our most ambitious story with The War Within. World of Warcraft, The War Within is preparing to invite players for testing in the coming months, and we're working hard to deliver on the epic journey of our World Soul saga. And 3, try new things and take risks to bring you new experiences like player housing. Our development team is trying new approaches. Invention and creativity are critical to this ever-evolving world of Azeroth we craft for and with all of you. All that in mind, immediately ahead of us, we have WoW Classic Season of Discovery Phase 2 launching on February 8th at 1 p.m. globally. For more details, get the full scoop from our overview. You'll notice some new approaches mentioned there that we're trying out. And as always, we'll listen to feedback with new runes, a new PvP experience, skill books, and more. WoW Classic Hardcore Self-Found mode is coming in late February, followed shortly after by the beta for Cataclysm Classic. More news on that will be coming soon. As many have noticed, this is the first period of time since Dragonflight launched that we haven't had an active PTR, and we understand that is creating some curiosity. I love that. Curiosity is what they're calling it. Very, very, very tame. For the 10.2.6 patch for Dragonflight, we created what we think is a unique event inspired by past musings from the community. We can say that it is open to anyone with a WoW subscription if they want to participate, Classic or Dragonflight players. And that's all we're going to say. Sorry, not sorry. Our goal is going to continue to keep it secret and keep it safe. The speculation is great. We watched the reaction to the surprises in Season of Discovery, and we thought we'd try a similar but different approach for Dragonflight. That means there will be no PTR for a portion of the next content update as we have traditionally done. What we can say is that it will be coming in March. A finer point, but the update will also include everything that's needed for Dragonflight Season 4, but it will be hidden. Around after the launch of the update, we'll make Season 4 available for testing on a 10.2.6 PTR before it goes live. Now, why are we doing this? We like the idea of releasing content that has some surprises and isn't data mined or revealed in advance. We also like to see the joy the community gets out of uncovering it all together as they all jump into play. We look forward to seeing if the community likes this type of surprise and look forward to hearing your feedback. This is a risky experiment and could be a bit bumpy, although we are doing everything we can to ensure success. The WoW team prides itself on ensuring a solid, quality launch. We're sensitive and reactive to problems and issues that can and might arise, so I hope you can forgive us if we experience some hiccups with this experiment and work alongside us as we try this out in March. All will be revealed then. Hugs and kisses, Holly Longdale. So, okay. I like that she's addressing like a lot of the big a lot of the more immediate concerns that, hey, the schedule is going to be a bit off kilter, or it's going to be off this time around because here are the reasons. Now, I'm I'm a little surprised that it's going to be treated similarly to Season of Discovery, where whatever's going to be on the PTR is going to be limited, and it's just going to be there for the sake of stability. And for the most part, folks in Dragonflight are going to get that same sort of like ta-da experience that we get if we're playing Season of Discovery, where all of a sudden, ta-da, things are going to happen, and we're not entirely sure. And we're not entirely sure what. It's kind of a foregone conclusion that yes, we're going to be getting stuff in March. I'm cool with that. That's something that's something that we entirely expected. Now, this has me a little bit curious. We can say that it's open to anyone with a WoW subscription if they want to participate, whether it's Classic or Dragonflight players. So it kind of tells me that whatever's going to come, you might not even need to be. It's not even necessarily Dragonflight content. It's going to be something that players can. It's going to be something that might be low level or it'll scale, but you may not even need like the Dragonflight box. You don't need to have purchased the expansion in order to participate in whatever is going on in Dragonflight. Does that make sense? I hope it kind of does. Basically, it's something for everyone. Just kind of like, you know, when Dragonflight had a new patch. Hey, cool! Check out this thing. Check out these cosmetics and stuff. People who regularly just play Classic, they're like, oh, that's nice. They can't really do it because they need a box for it, right? But in this case, this kind of statement says you don't need the box in order to participate in this sort of activity. And that's kind of cool. You know, right now we've been seeing kind of like this awkward one way, not so two-way cross promotion between the two versions of the game. And to be honest, like if you're playing one or the other, it's still the same 15 or so dollars. That doesn't make much of a difference. But the fact that this gives people who for the most part just play Season of Discovery or classic or hardcore or just the classic era games, they can have something to do. It's like, oh, okay, I can roll a character real quick, get on in this event, have some fun maybe. This could be cool. So that's kind of interesting. That much is kind of interesting. And for now, that's all I got because there's not much to react to because we're not going to learn much of anything except for the fact that, okay, there's one thing about Season 4. Here we go. Around after the launch of the update, we're going to make Season 4 available for testing on a 10.2.6 PTR before it goes live. So something that I was talking about with on one of my chats earlier with someone was that we're probably going to see all the assets of Season 4 being put into the 10.2.6 patch, but we're probably not going to see it much. In this case, we are going to see it. I guess what I'm trying to say is that 10.2.6 does not mean that Season 4 of Dragonflight is going to start like just a week or so after. It's going to be a number of weeks. I'm going to say 3 to 5 weeks or something like that. That's going to give Season 3, what we're on right now, it's going to give Season 3 of Dragonflight a length of about 140, 150 days or so. That's just kind of a ballpark guess because the previous seasons were like 180 or so days. That was like 6 months. I'm going to guess that Season 3 of Dragonflight is going to be at most 5 months. And then whatever, and then we're going to get, I don't know the math. Whatever else we get is going to be Season 4, the pre-patch, and all that stuff. So just a really rough prediction, but this seems to fall in line with what everyone has been saying. That the patch cadence itself, that's not really going to change. It's just a matter. It's just like give or take a week or so. But it's all pretty reassuring, and I'm glad that the WoW team has at least made this sort of statement to sort of like, hey guys, settle down, relax. Things are still happening, but we're going to this is the method to our madness. Okay. Those are my thoughts. I'd love to hear yours. That's it. Stay safe, stay healthy, and stay breezy.